Hi children, good morning. In the last class I told you my book's poem. Have you all saw that page? Okay. Okay children, now in this class I want to tell you new lesson. Lesson 2. The Wizard of Hockey. The Wizard of Hockey. So, hockey is a game, international game. Have you ever seen hockey in TV? Have you watched? Okay. Now see here, wizard. Wizard means Mayagad anamata. So, one great man, great personality. His name was Dhyan Chand. What is his name? Dhyan Chand. Okay. Listen to the lesson, very beautiful lesson, very inspiring lesson. Okay, how he had grown from a small stage to a big international player. Okay, very inspiring story. Listen, Major Dhyan Chand Singh is considered to be one of the greatest hockey players of all time. He was part of the gold-winning Indian hockey team in 3 Olympic Games. So, he won 3 gold medals. Let us read more about him. Okay, let us read how his childhood was, how he has entered into the hockey game, how he played, where he played, about that. Okay, listen. Dhyan Chand Singh was born in the state of Uttar Pradesh in India on 29th August 1905. 29th August 1905. His father, Subedar Sameshwar Dutt Singh. Subedar, it is an designation because he was an army person. In army, Subedar means one good officer, a senior officer, okay, a rank in the Indian army. His father, Subedar Sameshwar Dutt Singh, played hockey in the army. Dhyan Singh's family had to frequently move to the different places where his father was transferred. Dhyan Chand's family frequently, so his father was an Indian army person, so for them transfers will be there. So due to that transfers, he used to change the places frequently. His schooling suffered as a result. So in one town, one school, so that his schooling was suffered, and he stopped going to school after he completed class 6. The family finally settled in a city called Jhansi, where Dhyan's father got a small piece of land to build a house. Finally, Dhyan Chand's family settled in the city of Jhansi. Jhansi was in Uttar Pradesh. Listen, young Dhyan did not show any special interest in sports, though he loved wrestling. First, Dhyan Chand used to love wrestling. He wanted to become a wrestling player. In fact, his hockey career had quite an ordinary beginning. Dhyan and other youngsters used to cut a leaf of a date palm each and pull off the fronds. So, they don't have hockey bats. That's why Dhyan Chand and his friends used to play with date palm sticks with a curve at its end. This palm leaf stem would become a makeshift hockey stick, and they would play with a ball made from old rags. పాత చెత్తతో అంతా కూడా బాల్స్ తయారు చేసుకుని ఆ ఈత చెట్టు లీవ్స్ తోటి డేట్ పామ్ లీవ్స్ స్టిక్స్ తోటి వాళ్ళు హాకీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసేవాళ్ళు అనమాట. ఇన్ 1922 at the age of 17, Dhyan Singh joined the Indian Army. He was a sepoy of the 14th Punjab Regiment. So he joined in Indian Army, and for one team he used to be the captain. While serving in the regiment, he came in contact with Subedar Major Bhole Tiwari. So Subedar Major Bhole Tiwari is the guru of Dhyan Chand. Major Tiwari was very fond of hockey and was good player himself. So Bhole Tiwari Major Bole Tiwari, he was a very good player. He recognized the talent in Dhyan Singh. He became Dhyan's guru and his influence laid the foundations of Dhyan's amazing sports career. So he used to encourage Dhyan Chand in playing cricket. So he encouraged, so you are a very good player, you can play very well, come on, you learn. Like that he encouraged Dhyan Singh. Tiwari and Dhyan Chand had no fixed time to play. Whenever they are free, they used to play hockey. Dhyan Chand had to pay attention to army duties and could not find enough time to practice hockey during the day. So he practiced alone on the field at night. While they rested, his army mates could hear him hitting the ball for hours at a time. So morning duty is there for him. So that's why he used to play during the night time by hitting the ball. He used to do practice. The legend of Dhyan Chand and his unbelievable feats on the hockey field had begun. Like that he used to learn hockey in the hockey field. In 1926, Dhyan played his first match for India in New Zealand, beginning an international career that lasted 22 years. For 22 years he played the game, international level games. Okay. Dhyan Chand won gold medals at the Olympic Games in Amsterdam, Los Angeles and as captain in Berlin. Dhyan Chand scored 36 goals in 20 Olympic matches, an average of 3 goals a match. So he is a very good sports person. Okay. Listen, Dhyan Chand could control the ball so well with his hockey stick that his opponents thought there was some mischief at work. He used to play very well. So what the opponents means the players who are playing in opposite team. They used to think that Dhyan Chand is doing some mischief. That's why he is winning. He is winning all the time. The Dutch broke his stick to check if there was a magnet inside. So the Japanese thought there was a glue on it. Dhyan Chand's magical stick work drew crowds on the hockey field. His skilled stick work and amazing ball control left fellow players and spectators awestruck. He earned the nickname Hockey Wizard. Ayananta baga hockey ఆడేవాడు కాబట్టి ఆయనకి hockey మాయగాడు, ఏదో మాయ చేస్తున్నాడు, something he is doing. Like that they used to think, but Dhyan Chand is a very good player. He did not do any mischiefs. Okay. When he played at the Berlin Olympics, a German newspaper carried a banner headline, "The Olympic complex now has a magic show too." So the German one newspaper they wrote that Dhyan Chand is going to play in that ground, in that Olympics, Berlin Olympics. So he wrote that one magic show too. So in the Olympic complex has now has a magic show too. Dhyan Chand believed in being the best. As a great sportsman, he never lost his temper on the field, but he certainly had the will to win. Dhyan Chand played with excellent team spirit. He respected his teammates even though he was talented. He never boasted or showed off. Even though he is a good player, he never proud of himself. He is a very, very good person and he used to play and he used to encourage the other players also. That's the team spirit. So Dhyan Chand was very good sportive in encouraging other players also. He played selflessly. If he found that one of his teammates was in a better position to score, he would immediately flick the ball to the well-placed player. Hockey is a game of 11 players, not of one individual, he always said. So hockey is a play of 11 players. 11 players, it is a team game. Not one individual has to play. So he used to tell that all together, if we work together, if we play together, then only we can win the match. He used to motivate his team with a good team spirit. At the age of 51, Dhyan Chand retired from the army as a major. The government of India honored him that year by awarding him the Padma Bhushan. So Padma Bhushan is a very, very good award, though the great persons will get that award. Padma Bhushan award also Dhyan Chand got. Dhyan Chand breathed his last on 3rd December 1979 in Delhi. So he expired in the year and chanipoyindi eppudu 3rd December 1979. A year after his death, the Indian Postal Service issued a commemorative stamp in his honor. So India printed one stamp with his photo. Okay, ఆయన గుర్తుగా కమ్మెమరేటివ్ స్టాంప్, ఆయన గుర్తుగా పోస్ట్ ఆఫీస్ వాళ్ళు ఒక స్టాంప్ కూడా రిలీజ్ చేశారు. The Dhyan Chand National Stadium in New Delhi is named in his honor. So in New Delhi one big national stadium is there. For that stadium the Indians kept the name Dhyan Chand National Stadium. His birthday 29th August is celebrated as the National Sports Day in India. Okay, on August 29th they used to give some awards in President's house. The President gives away sports awards such as the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna, Arjuna Award and Dronacharya Award on this day at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. In 2002, a Dhyan Chand Award for Lifetime Achievement in Sports and Games was introduced to honor those sports persons who have not only contributed to sports through their performance but continue to contribute to the promotion of sports after retirement from an active sporting career. So in 2002, Dhyan Chand National Award also was introduced, and that award is used to give to the good sports person. The opening sentence of Dhyan Chand's autobiography reads, "I am a common man and then a soldier. It has been my training from very childhood to avoid limelight and publicity. I have chosen a profession." See how beautiful words he was telling. Okay, I am a common man. నేను సామాన్యమైన మానవుణ్ణి and then సామాన్యమైన వాణ్ణి. So he don't have any designation by birth. After that he became a soldier and then a soldier. It has been my training from my very childhood to avoid limelight, to overcome the struggles. He struggled a lot to overcome the obstacles. ఆయనకున్నటువంటి ఇబ్బందులన్నీ దాటడానికి he struggled a lot. And publicity, I have chosen a profession where I have been taught to be a soldier and nothing beyond that. But he was not so common after all. His skill was the stuff of myths and legends. There will never be another like him. So he is a very very good person and we have to take inspiration of this person stories. So many person stories, many stories are there ma. You have to read the lifetime stories of such great personalities. Okay, book reading is a very very good habit and you can read, if you read the stories like this sports persons, you will get inspiration. So I have to become like that. Okay, inspire yourself. Dhyan Chand's brother Roop Singh, son Ashok Kumar, nephew Chandrasekhar and granddaughter Neha Singh too had the privilege of representing the national hockey team at the Olympics and various World Cup games. The Singh family has won 5 Olympic gold medals, 1 Olympic bronze, 1 World Cup gold, 1 World Cup silver and 1 World Cup bronze medal. So all the family members in Dhyan Chand's family also are very good sports persons. Okay, very good players. They got gold medals, silver medals, bronze medals. They participated in Olympic games. So not only studies, in sports also everyone should be encouraged. Okay children, I will post this lesson, 4 pages are there. I will post these 4 pages in your WhatsApp group. Read slowly, try to understand the lesson. See the video 2 to 3 times so that you will be thorough. And I will post this lesson, meanings, tenses, opposites. I will write in one book and I will send. Just you learn. No need to write anywhere. Just you go through that and learn well. And some textual exercises are there. In the next class I will explain. Okay ma? Enough for today. Take care. Bye.